In today's world, so much of our collective identity is tied to productivity, speed, achievement, and control. These qualities, often linked to masculine energy, are celebrated and rewarded in society. We are taught to hustle harder, suppress emotions, and value logic over intuition. While masculine energy is powerful and necessary, the imbalance arises when feminine energy is denied, minimized, or shamed. Feminine energy is not about gender. It lives within every human being. It represents flow, receptivity, nurturing, intuition, creativity, and emotional expression. When we deny these aspects of ourselves, we feel disconnected, burnt out, and empty despite external achievements. For instance, think of someone who constantly pushes themselves at work, never resting, always striving for the next milestone. This over-reliance on masculine energy might bring temporary success, but often at the cost of exhaustion, strained relationships, and a lack of joy. The denial of feminine energy, rest, play, creativity, and presence leaves life feeling mechanical. Another example is how emotions are often dismissed as weak or irrational. A man who cries may be told to man up, or a woman expressing her feelings may be labeled as too sensitive. This cultural conditioning teaches us to suppress the very qualities that make us whole. Embracing feminine energy is about restoring balance. It is not about rejecting masculine qualities, but allowing space for softness, flow, and presence to harmonize with action and structure. Your intuition is the voice of your feminine energy. Instead of relying solely on logic, pause and ask yourself, what do I feel drawn toward? Trusting gut instincts in decisions, whether in career, relationships, or daily choices, helps reconnect with inner wisdom. Feminine energy thrives on openness. Instead of always striving to make things happen, allow yourself to receive. This could mean accepting help from a friend, receiving compliments without brushing them off, or trusting that opportunities will flow when you are aligned. Masculine energy pushes forward, but feminine energy knows the power of pausing. Embrace moments of silence, meditation, or simply being in nature without an agenda. Rest is not laziness, it's a spiritual practice of receptivity and renewal. Painting, dancing, singing, cooking, writing, or even decorating your home, these are channels of feminine energy. Creativity is less about outcome and more about flow. When you create for joy rather than achievement, you are tapping into divine feminine expression. Instead of suppressing emotions, allow yourself to feel them fully. Journaling, therapy, or simply acknowledging feelings without judgment strengthens the feminine principle of compassion and self-acceptance. For example, rather than numbing sadness, sit with it and ask, what is this emotion teaching me? Connect with cycles of nature. Feminine energy is cyclical, just like the moon, tides, and seasons. Honoring your body's rhythms, whether through menstrual cycles, rest phases, or energy highs and lows, helps you flow with life instead of forcing against it. Cultivate compassion and nurturing. Practice kindness toward yourself and others. Small acts of care like cooking a nourishing meal, listening deeply to a loved one, or offering yourself gentle words during struggle are powerful ways to embody divine feminine energy. When we restore balance and embrace the feminine within, we awaken wholeness. We move from a life of constant striving to one of presence, creativity, and flow. The divine feminine teaches us that strength can be soft, power can be receptive, and healing begins when we honor all parts of ourselves. Embracing this energy is not a rejection of the masculine, but a reunion, a marriage of action and intuition, doing and being, mind and heart. In this union lies the essence of spiritual alignment and inner peace. Thank you for being here.